Welcome to On the Way to School, your 6-minute daily boost for educators and administrators. I'm Christopher S. Dennis, and today, let's elevate our journey together. All right. Good morning, party people. Welcome to On the Way to School. I hope that you have a really good sense of purpose and drive as we close out December and wrap up 2024. This weekend for me was really nice. We were able to have our family affinity group holiday party at my school. Is called Black Heritage Families, and able to just connect with other Black families, and everyone brought their kids out, and it was just really special to be able to see everybody and just relax a little bit as we wind down the year. So kudos to everybody who put that together and everyone who has been a part of that group for years. And then later on that same night, on Saturday, we had our school faculty staff holiday party, which was really special. And kudos to everybody on the planning committee for that event. And overall, it was a busy day, lots of energy, but it's just nice to be able to get to some of the milestone celebratory pieces of the day. So as I sit here and try to record this, I see my son is asking me for $5 in addition to the Cash App he was sent. And it's fascinating, guys. It is fascinating. It's back in my day, I used to make $5 stretch. Now, you send 30 and they still need 5. Anyway, that's not the topic of today's conversation. Today's conversation is about how we can declutter and clean up a little bit. So I was thinking about social media and all of the things that we consume and the things that we see. And one of those things for me, I like, if I see something either on Instagram or LinkedIn or anywhere, if I like it and I think it can be helpful, I'll save it or bookmark it, whatever the app allows you to do so that you can remember it and come back to it. And there's some significance to knowing that you're going to come back to something. But if you never go back to it, what was the actual benefit of saving that? And if you think about it, in an hour, you can scroll through so many things that you end up saving just as many. You could save 6 things in an hour. And when you compound that, there's just so many things that you plan to go back to. So what I'm going to be doing in the next year is really being more intentional about what I consume. For example, if I see something that I like or I think could be helpful later, I'm going to make it a practice to stop, absorb it, think about it, learn it, figure out how I'm going to apply it, and move on. If I'm going to save it, it's going to be because I'm going to use it in something specifically. Maybe I'm going to incorporate it in a lesson plan or talk to somebody about it, but I need to take the action on the learning or the understanding right there, because otherwise you're just going to be getting the dopamine hits of these sensations of learning something, and you're actually never going back to build on it and add it to your toolkit. So I think the intentionality of incorporating what you're consuming is going to be very helpful. And as educators, what would that look like if our students only did the Cliff Note version of a thing and just kept moving on and never really digested it? So there are a lot of good things out there on social media and things that you can learn and people you can learn from, but it's important to digest it. As my old pastor used to say, you got to eat the whole roll. You can't just take a bite. You got to eat the whole roll and finish the bread. So here are 3 things that I think can help you when you're moving through your social media or your Pinterest or whatever it is, and you end up having kind of this routine of saving things because you're going to come back to it later. So the first, reconnect with your intentions. You save the content for a reason, right? Inspiration, learning, future action. But before the end of the year, it'd be a good time to revisit these saved items and then remember why you saved them, and then give yourself like a course of just consuming all those things one more time and then unsaving them. That brings me to number 2, declutter for mental clarity. So if you have a digital space that's all cluttered, that also creates, kind of some mental noise. So as you continue to kind of process as you're viewing those things moving forward, you can reduce the sense of overwhelm or the disorganization that comes with all of that, and you'll be more in control. And the last is number 3, to turn that inspiration into action. So this could be an opportunity to go through all these saved items and use it as a call to action to implement, even try some new recipes, or like start that project you were thinking about, right? Because who knows how much more you're going to get out of your own kind of engagement with this stuff when you do that. So again, just a couple things to think about. I'm going to be doing these things to reduce my mental clarity, or to reduce the overwhelm and gain mental clarity. I mean, I'm also going to build on that and think about my text message, consumption, my email consumption. If I open it, I need to be prepared to address it. If I'm not ready to address it, just don't look at it. I don't need the notification, right? And sometimes that's going to be hard, but I'm really focusing on being a little bit more efficient in moving through things and completing the tasks as I move through. So hopefully that helps you today on the way to school, and I look forward to chatting tomorrow. Later, folks.
Thanks for joining me on the way to school. Stay inspired, stay motivated, and keep making a difference. I'm Christopher S. Dennis. See you tomorrow.